This video is sponsored by Salah Plus. Salah Plus aims to help people learn how to pray their Salah. We know many people are accepting Islam, so Salah Plus offers a free prayer mat that will help them step by step. It also provides mentors to help them and Salah hubs as well, that more people can have access to this resource. If you want to donate, link will be in the description. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. This video is a very good example of give them an inch and they'll take a mile. If you guys are on X, you probably have heard of the drama surrounding Delta Airlines and what they have allegedly done to one of their employees. So the news that is spreading on social media is that of these two individuals who are seen wearing a Palestinian flag pin. They haven't said anything, they haven't done anything. They are doing their job whilst wearing a Palestinian pin. So some butthurt Zionist lover messages Delta saying the following: since 2001, we take our shoes off in every airport because a T attack in US soil. Now imagine getting into a Delta flight and seeing workers with Hamas badges in the air. What do you do? Now, I know what you're thinking. As a reasonable employee of a multinational corporation, what you are trained to do is diffuse such situations. So the first thing I would have thought you would have done is corrected him that Palestinian flag is not a Hamas flag. That is a derogatory, discriminatory and frankly genocidal statement to be making. And I'll explain this a bit later on. Delta responds by saying, I hear you, as I'd be terrified as well. Personally, mate, no one even knows your name, and frankly, they don't even care about your name. They just care about the fact that you take them from A to B. This guy is using the company's handle to vent. Our employees reflect our culture, and we do not take it lightly when our policy is not being followed. Policy not being followed? I don't think you know your own policy, because according to the Guardian article, they make it very clear that it is within their policies to wear pins of different countries. However, in the next few days, they will make it such that you can only wear American pins. So this notion that he's going against their policies, and some far right pages are trying to capitalize on this and saying, he seems to be going against the policy. Have you read the policy? Nay, can you even read?
He cannot read.
And if that's not all, they were toying with this idea of getting him fired, which is ironic since the far right definitely, and rightly so in many aspects, talks about having free speech. Yeah, and the curtailing of free speech, when ironically here, freedom of expression or freedom of speech is very quickly put on the chopping block as long as it's against something you believe in. And not to mention other anti-Semitism handles that are just, fronts for Zionist handles, because any opportunity they get, anything Palestinian, they jump on it, and they are conflating something that's Palestinian to Hamas, where they're trying to do exactly the same thing in Israel. They're trying to equate criticizing of Israel to criticizing of the Jewish religion, which is just stupid. The Jewish religion has been around for 1,000 years. Israel has barely even been around for 100 years.
Oops.
You should be able to criticize Israel, but of course, criticizing a religion, that's unacceptable according to the laws of even the Western countries as well. So although this spread on social media that he was fired, he has confirmed on his Instagram page that he was indeed not fired, and on their handle they posted an apology. And the reason why I say that conflating Hamas with Palestine is genocidal, because the war that's taking place is done under the guise that we are getting Hamas, and they're wiping out swathes of land, swathes of people, half being children and women. So they are using this excuse. So naturally, if the flag is Hamas, the people are Hamas, you just wipe them out and, oh, would you look at that? There's no one there. I guess we'll have to call all of our brethren now to move in to this empty country. Wow. And this isn't the first time it's happened on Delta Airlines. I think a couple of weeks ago, according to this article, we saw that a Jewish American man called Louis Siegel wore a t-shirt. He's anti-Zionist, props to him, and the t-shirt said the following: "Not in our name, Jews say ceasefire now." Not in our name, i.e. the Jewish people. Don't use our name to forward your political ideologies. Not all of us agree with that, of course. And then he says Jews say ceasefire now. In other words, Jews are saying stop the bombing and the killing. And then you know what Delta said? They said either you take it off or we take you off. Why? What's he done? I don't understand. I thought we were all anti-Semites. Any pro-Palestinian person, because we adorn the flag, fly the flag, apparently we're all anti-Semites. The fact that we're criticizing Israel, we're all anti-Semites. But this is a Jewish individual. What are you going to call him? The extent to what he's saying is, yeah, just stop it, yeah? Just stop the bombing. He's not even giving you a policy. And this isn't the first time this has happened, yeah? In December 2023, it was reported that American Airlines incident in which a flight attendant instructed a man to remove a pro-Palestinian sweatshirt before taking off or else face law enforcement. In March, 2 passengers were wearing t-shirts with Palestinian flags. They were removed from a plane in Amman. On May the 9th, JetBlue announced it was banning its in-flew crew members from wearing political pins. If that's not all, even the UAE, mate. One person in the graduation ceremony shouts "Free Palestine." Couple of days later, he gets deported. And according to the articles, it's because the UAE is trying to juggle its relationship with Israel. It's like having a relationship with an abusive partner. Who would want to, mate? You have to be sick and twisted to be wanting to have a relationship with such an individual. Isn't it common sense? Especially with what's going on now. So these are a few things that have been going on in the last couple of months, more specifically the last few days. And it's important that we discuss it because you're not going to see this on the main news feed of BBC, CNN, Sky News and the likes. So it's important, guys, that we share it on such platforms and you support our platform. And of course, I have a news channel called s2jnews.com, a very humble endeavor at trying to cover news that affect you and me. Make sure you download the app. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.